Okay, so imagine the scenario. Imagine, I mean, it's very possible if a scenario where Aaron Rodgers decides to stay with Green Bay. And we already missed out on Derek Carr, maybe because we were kind of waiting for Aaron Rodgers to make a decision. We get stuck in the crossfire. Or even if, let's say, Derek Carr just decides, I'm going to the Saints because they don't seem to believe in salary cap, but they're going to pay me 45 million. Whatever the scenario, what if we don't get Aaron Rodgers? We don't get Derek Carr. How do you feel about Jimmy G? What if it happens? What if the Jets cannot strike out? They cannot leave this offseason without getting a veteran quarterback. And let's say on their depth chart of targets, it's very possible many fans have Jimmy G as their number three. Many fans. Some have him higher, very few. Some have him lower. I understand the injury history. You don't have to tell me. I get it. I get all the negatives with Jimmy G. I mean, I want Aaron Rodgers or Derek Carr as much as anybody else. But what if it doesn't happen? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? That first thing is if the Jets did strike out on the top two, they were out of play. And would you be rooting for Jimmy G to be signed by the Jets, or would you be rooting for something else? So in the chat, tell me, what would you rather have? What would you rather have happen? Imagine that we lose out on Rodgers. He stays with Green Bay. Derek Carr signs with the Titans. What do you want as a fan? Do you want Jimmy G? Is there somebody else? If we sign Jimmy G, if this really it happens and he signs, I think it's very obvious. Let me know if you agree or disagree that we need to sign another quarterback, like a true backup quarterback. Or do you think we should let Zach Wilson be the QB2 and say, if we were to sign Jimmy G and he gets hurt in the middle of the year, we roll with Zach Wilson, who we're developing, who we spent the number 2 draft pick on, and we hope that with a new coaching staff, new offensive coordinator, new quarterback coach, new staff altogether, that Zach Wilson will be enough. Like if you think back before the injuries, when we had AVT and we had Breece Hall, the Jets were a team that beat Buffalo with Zach Wilson at quarterback. Maybe you think Mike White is the answer. Maybe you think we have to go out and get another guy if we get Jimmy G, like someone who's not too expensive, but you trust more, like a Minshew or a Jacoby Brissett. Some of you might be saying Jacoby Brissett should just be the guy ahead of Jimmy G, and we should just go after him and not pay all the money for Jimmy G. So there's a lot of different options. Some people will say Lamar. I don't want to talk about Lamar as an option unless Baltimore outright says we're trading you. I don't think that'll happen, or it won't happen soon enough. We have to have the quarterback resolved by then, because the only way I see Baltimore coming out and saying they're going to trade Lamar is if they franchise him and he starts to hold out, and that all is going to happen way down the road. And I know us Jet fans, we can't wait till June on the hope that Lamar's going to hold out and Baltimore's going to trade him. So let's just push that out as an option. It's just complicating the discussion. It's really not realistic, because at this point, we just have to treat Lamar Jackson as a guy on another team that another team literally owns the rights to for another 2 years with franchise tagging and whatnot. So just let's let all that go. Jimmy G, what do you think? Tell me in the comments. What are we thinking as a fan base? If the Jets sign him, are you happy, sad, glad? Are you feeling neutral, hopeful? Are you going to just turn the TV off and you're not watching this year? Where do you stand on Jimmy G? If you like this video, please, because you like it, hit the like button. It's just asking you to do what you feel. Also, you can hit the little bald guy right there. That's me. To subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you go right here, there's another video waiting for you. Until then, go Jets.